Hello, yoga family. Hope you all are having the best day and this video finds you doing well. I wanted to make a video that was specifically for meditation and breath work because I know that many of us have maybe fallen away from our yoga practice, and I wanted to use this as a reminder that everything is yoga. Anything that brings you with union to your highest self, and when I say anything, I mean a practice that is rooted in self-love. So any practice that you are completing that is rooted in self-love is yoga. It's helping bring you to that connection of your highest self with a little bit more ease. And today we're going to work on some breath work. So this breath work is really just focused on calming the nervous system. And we're not going to be moving at all. We're just going to stay right here in this nice comfortable seat. There's no pressure to feel a certain way. There's no pressure to do it a specific way. There's really no right way to breathe. It's different for everybody. And as we begin here, I'm going to ask that we just come into our meditation seat, whatever that might look like for you, whatever makes you nice and comfortable, but a place where your spine is sitting up straight and tall. Maybe if you need a wall to help you sit up straight and tall, that's totally fine. Just bring your back up against a wall and go ahead and find your comfortable meditation seat. Set yourself up. Make it a ritual. Take your index finger and your thumb, your 3 fingers touching and extended, coming into the mudra, a mudra that acknowledges us as the teacher, each individual student as the teacher, the self-wisdom that we have within, basically just meaning that all knowledge we can find if we just quiet the mind and quiet the breath. So turn your attention to your emotions, your thoughts. Allow them to be for just a moment, swirling around in the chatter of the mind, maybe checking in with a specific thought or emotion, saying hey, and cultivating that softness towards whatever's coming up for you. If you're feeling bad or good, whatever the body says, just listen. Notice your natural pace of breath here. And then as you are ready, draw the hands together at heart center. And maybe you arrive at a certain intention or manifestation for yourself today. And that doesn't have to be anything specific, really. There's no pressure to create anything, but rather just aligning yourself with what comes up in the mind and your desires. What can you seek today that will be in your highest good? So finding that intention, taking the reverence to draw the hands together, bring the index finger to the third eye, your intuition, which will guide your intention out into the universe and guide you to the path for that intention. Trust yourself, accept that you are exactly where you need to be. And you can allow the hands to come down and bring your right hand over your heart and your left hand on the diaphragm. Or you can switch, whichever feels best to you. Actually, left hand feels a little better for me over the heart and right hand over diaphragm, so we'll go for that. Tune into your first breath here and close the eyes if you haven't already. You could honestly do this entire video and practice with the eyes closed. There's no intense yoga here, just breathing, just awakening and connecting to the space around us, grounding ourselves. So as you breathe here, notice how the belly gently presses out and that there are 3 parts to the breath. The inhale rises all the way from the belly through the chest to the top of the throat where the clavicle sits, and then sends all the way back down. Try to relax any tension away from the shoulders, And just softly let the hands rest where they are on the chest and the diaphragm. Notice how you can feel the exact moment that the breath switches from the lower abdomen up into the chest. And find just 3 more rounds of breath here. Still drawing the mind away from being active and telling stories, coming closer to that blank slate. If any thoughts do come into the mind, just let them float on through and out, not delving into their content or what they're trying to tell you, because they can be naggy sometimes, the chatter that goes on within. Picture them floating in and then out of the mind, practicing detachment from the things that the ego tells us, from judgment. Just one more round of breath here. And then as you exhale next, you can let the hands fall away, bringing them just on top of the knees. We're just going to begin to create some gentle circles, bringing the chest out over the knees and then drawing it back, connecting to the spine and the navel here. As you just create gentle circles, maybe keeping eyes closed so that you can maintain that internal connection. And then taking it in the opposite direction. Using the breath. Inhale to create 1/2 circle. And then exhale to finish the other half. And coming back through to center once you are ready. Finding some neck circles, dropping the chin down to the chest, keeping eyes closed, allowing yourself to notice how you feel, not how you are looking. And if you can't quite drop the neck all the way back into a circle, that's totally fine. Just be gentle and mindful. Maybe you just drop in each ear over to each shoulder, chin to chest. Just keeping everything free, no tension anywhere in the body. And taking the circles in the opposite direction if you haven't switched yet. And arriving back at center, finding a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Feel your body ground down into the earth, the sit bones connected. Your body just resting comfortably here, supported and always secure. Breathe into that feeling of security and let it grow stronger and stronger every breath that you take in, becoming more and more resilient in thought and willpower, in controlling the nagging and chatter of the mind. You have that power. We do not have to think that we are a slave to the mind, the ego, and frankly, life in general. We want to feel like we are the conductor here, and we are the conductor in both senses. The trained conductor directing our path, making choices where we want to go, but also the energetic conductor, the conduit for all energy to flow through and back out. So as you find your next breath in, imagine that the breath is coming all the way up from the earth, deeply rooted, and traveling into your sit bones, all the way up to the crown of the head, and then exhaling, sending the breath all the way back down, like roots into the earth, as if you're a tree sprouting up. Inhale, feel your tree of your spine and body grow larger. Breath coming all the way to the crown of the head and then sending it back down. Inhale, breath comes up from the roots all the way to the crown. And this time, as you exhale, send the breath through the crown of the head, not back down. Inhale through the crown of the head as if a little hatch opens up at the top of your head. Filling up the mind, and then as you exhale, send the breath down through the sit bones into the earth. Inhale through the sit bones, and exhale through the crown of the head. Out of mouth or nose, whatever works best. Inhale through the crown of the head. Exhale through the sit bones. Inhale through the sit bones. Exhale through the crown of the head. Last one, inhale through the crown. Energy from the cosmos. And exhale back down. The breath sends all the way through the sit bones into the earth. You can continue with that breath if you'd like. We just connected our lower chakras and our upper chakras. The lower chakras tend to deal with physical dimension, such as things that we can sense with the five senses, things that we can feel as we slowly move up towards the heart chakra, which is the chakra that unifies higher dimensional realms with lower dimensional realms. So our basic needs are below the heart. Our basic needs of to feel safe, secure, to express our passions and creativity, not even to express that, but to manifest, to create anything that we wish. And the heart unifies those aspects with love. And love is the bridge. That's kind of something that we have to understand as we align with our breath, that love to ourselves, love to others, that's the bridge to the higher dimensional realms. There is no other way. And if people try to tell you that there is another way, they are not aligned. Love is the only way to bridge yourself with the higher self, which you are always connected to. You just have to diminish the human, more physical aspects away. And we'll do one final little set of breath work to work on softening the ego, softening our emotions. And so to approach this breath work, it's rather simple. I would recommend that if you have any congestion, to maybe just go blow your nose super quick. If you have like some long-standing congestion, then maybe this breath work isn't for you. That's totally okay. Just try to get rid of as much congestion as you possibly can by blowing your nose a bit, and then we'll begin. So to start with this breath, you're going to go ahead and tuck all three fingers in towards the wrist, keeping your thumb and pinky free, making this like hang loose sort of scenario. And so once you find that, you can go ahead and bring the pinky to the left nostril and see if you can just shift easily back and forth. Pinky plugs left nostril, thumb plugs right nostril. So see if you can just move back and forth, making sure that that's comfortable for you. And first, we'll begin by plugging up the left nostril. So press the pinky in, find a deep breath through the right nostril. Now plug the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. Inhale left. Plug left and exhale right. Keep the eyes closed. Inhale right. Plug right and exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left and exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right and exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right and exhale left. Plug left, or inhale left. Ooh, sorry. Plug left and exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right and exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left and exhale right. Release the hand away. Find a deep breath in through both nostrils. Exhale, let it go. Big sigh. Continue to breathe and return to your natural pace of breath. In and out of the nose, or in through the nose and out of the mouth. Steady stream of air. Notice how you feel. Notice how the nervous system feels. And notice if the breath can travel with more ease in and out of the body. Alternate nostril breath, known as Nadi Shodhana in Sanskrit, helps to balance both hemispheres of the mind, also known as our yin and our yang, our male and feminine sides. Male governing left brain and female governing right brain. Our female side is more intuitive, more creative and passionate, also slightly more flighty in that sense when feeling ungrounded. And then the male aspect of things, we come into a more structured and organized way of thinking. Basic and fundamental ideas. And so to balance the two, we can use that breath work to feel more grounded in our energy, more like ourselves. So close the eyes if you haven't already, just for the last part of our meditation here together. Imagine that there is a healing blue light sitting right in front of your chest. Imagine it glowing brighter and brighter. It's a beautiful blue hue. Imagine that there is a little hatch where your heart lies, that it opens up, ready to accept the light that is there. And as you find deep breaths in, the light expands, getting greater and greater. Every inhale, the light reaches into all the crevices of the body, all of the dark places, emotionally, physically, any places of previous injury. Every breath, you clear more and more of what is no longer serving you. Allow yourself to feel deeply into emptying out. Emptying out yourself emotionally. And breathing deep into that blank slate that you have created. The blue light growing and growing inside your body until it's reaching out of all the fingertips, the toes, and sending out into the rest of the world. And just once more, draw your hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra. And bow the head, bringing the index fingers to the third eye. And thank yourself for coming to your practice today, for doing some breath work. I thank you for being here with me as well. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody.